Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 32 of Direwolf20's Server Play Series. I'm hanging out on TeamSpeak. We got Player, Benny, Mdio, Manalian, Soren, and A-Dubs. What's up everybody?
Hello.
Mostly just me and Soren playing, but these guys are hanging out on TeamSpeak. All the developers have been so busy this week, you know, spending time updating their mods for all of us in the community, so I can hardly begrudge them for not actually logging into the server, but like 1.6 is on the forefront of everyone's mind, I know that for sure.
1.6 broke all the things.
It did.
That's usually what happens, isn't it?
But some things are good.
Some things are good? Dude, guess what I found, by the way?
Jungle saplings?
I found jungle saplings. I went out into a jungle. Well, actually, I flew around for a long time looking for a jungle, and I was pleased to find one. And, oh, look at this. I found a village with villagers in it. Believe it or not, I've actually looked around quite a bit on the Forgecraft server for a village with villagers. And I know why there's villagers in this village. It's because somebody was kind enough to lock them inside their house. So I guess this is preventing, like, there was actually a block out here, and I broke it to get in. But this is actually preventing, there's a villager that got out when I did that, too. It prevents them from getting killed, I guess, by zombies or whatever else wanders in. So all the villagers have been, you know, placed in there. So this is a perfect opportunity to show you guys a nifty little gadget that I wanted to show you. What do we got down here? Oh, boy. Yeah. What's Mdio saying? Still waiting. Oh, what are you doing, Mdio? What do you want to finish? You want to tell us what you're finishing before you update? I need more enterprise.
I'm making arrows right now.
Yay!
The drawbridge is pretty buggy too. I need to finish that up.
I showed the drawbridge on video like an episode or two back. They're so cool. I really like the drawbridge.
So I spent like 20, 30 minutes trying to crash the server with it, and I couldn't. And then Diary walks into a single-player world and does it in like 10 seconds flat.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, I crashed my single-player world to the point where it's like completely, as soon as you log in, you crash. And someone's like, I've been trying to do that. I don't know why you were trying to do it on a server, but that's you.
I was just placing blocks. I didn't really mean to try to crash. Just, what doesn't work in here?
Yeah, let's see. I'm going to test this on the server. Notice how Direwolf is like, I'm going to test this brand new block in a single-player world. Oh, I ruined the world, and it's completely corrupt. I guess that's something to learn. You were the only one on, but what are we going to do? Roll back?
Why not?
I don't know. I try not to harass people. Like, if I could roll back the server, then yeah, maybe I would have. But, like, I try not to harass people like CPW and be like, hey, help, I broke the server, player.
Players are buddy.
I do that enough that it's not my fault, and I'm just like, it happened by mistake. I'm not going to try to actively crash the server. Like, yes, that's what Forgecraft is for, but... Alright, hey, I got some ender pearls while I was doing that, babbling about you trying to crash the server, and I'm making myself a safari net. Actually, I want two. Have you played with safari nets yet?
Yeah, a little bit.
They're so cool. Pardon me, sir.
So let's see.
Alright, so I've got some villagers. I'm going to take you. Come here, you. Yoink. Can't you safari net villagers? I thought you could safari net these guys. I'm pretty sure you can. Alright, I'm going to try this another way. If you can't do it this way, I have another idea. Excellent. I can't tell you the joy that I experience when I actually shift-click into the crafting terminal from Applied Energistics and we already have all the items needed. It's just like, I can have that now! I don't have to make things! Alright, shift-click, capture mode to release mode. Okay, I'm going to put it on capture mode, and boom.
There are strange.
Haha, that works. Alright, I want you, and I probably want, like, you. Perfect. So I've got a couple villagers in my safari nets. I'm pretty sure these are mostly meant for animals, but they capture any entity. Any entity at all. Like, I'm sure there's other things I could capture in my safari net. Oh, I just thought of something terrible.
Why?
I don't know. I just thought of a neat idea that I need to try now. I'm going to try this in a single-player world in a minute. I just thought of something really funny. All right, where should we, like, breed villagers that aren't going to get killed by, like, you know... Because I would totally like to have some villagers and have them not be terribly, badly, you know, dead. I could build...
nicely dead?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm going to hold on to them for a few minutes. Let's just pretend that the safari nets put them in a slow time envelope and they can't tell the fact that they're trapped in a safari net. Yes, that's exactly what's happening right now. Time dilation all the way. Meanwhile, while the server is nighttime... Oh, I know where I want to go. I wanted to plant some trees, and I need some bone meal for it. There's something in particular I want, and it requires tree breeding. So we're getting low on bone meal, Mr. Soren. Just FYI. I know we have UU. I'm trying not to like use UU to get everything. Like, you get to build fun contraptions when you're like, I need more bone meal. But when you're like, I just have UU, I can make everything. That's less fun contraptions. This is for the YouTube audience, after all. YouTube audience, that's what's up.
Machine for bone meal, UU matter probably for resin, just because I don't know if we can automate that.
Resin? Like rubber trees?
Automate resin?
Yeah. Forestry can automate resin.
Oh, sure.
So you guys might have noticed that I chopped down a bunch of my trees that I had out here. That was by design. What else do I need? I know. I want to go in here. I've got some wild cherry saplings. Good. These are pure yellow cherry, or wild cherry saplings, I'm pretty sure. Treealizer. Where's my treealizer? Just want to confirm that this is pure hill cherry. Okay. I've got... I want papayas. Yes, papayas, which come from papaya saplings, which come from jungle plus hill cherry equals papaya. Cool? Good to know. So I'm going to go back here. Yes. I'm going to come back here, and I'm going to plant some hill cherries. I just planted some jungle saplings. Now, I do want, and I'm going to do this, because I really, really want to do it this way, to set up an alveary to handle this for us. So I think I'm going to spend a little bit of time, or at least I'm going to prepare to work on an alveary. So what do I got in here that I can clean up? Probably put these guys away. Down here on the bottom of this chest is the pure saplings. Like up here, just all half-breeds and stuff. I got to organize my tree sapling stuff. But real quick, alveary box while I'm waiting. Cool. So I need some royal jelly, some pollen, and a bunch of beeswax. Okay, I think I can handle this. Open my backpack for a minute. Ah, right. Just gonna put some stuff away that I don't need at the moment. You guys go up there, as long as you and you and you and you, all you all hang on to. So what are you working on, buddy?
I'm working on a neat little gate entranceway.
Oh, still doing that thing you were working on earlier.
Yeah.
I don't want you guys. I want more of you and more of you. So we got 5 and 5. That should do. And a bunch of beeswax.
Now we seem to have a massive problem with zombies.
Oh?
Yeah, they're all over the place.
Oh. Alright, so the real trick to the whole alveary production is just a lot of time and waiting for carpenters to do their thing. So I think it was here, 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 and here? That's it. Yes. The biggest problem with this whole alveary production process is how long or how little inventory space the carpenter has. It needs more inventory space, my opinion. But that'll do for now. All right, meanwhile, I think I'll put this stuff back. All right, guys, I will be back in a few minutes. Going to let the honey do its thing, make some scented paneling. We need, obviously, a ton of it. May or may not get to building the apiary this episode. No idea. Depends how much other stuff I work on, you know, and how long it takes and off camera and all that stuff. But I'll be back in a few minutes here just to get some stuff organized, and maybe should we build a house for the villagers? Should we work on some soul shard type stuff? Because I do want to get more mob essence. I don't have nearly enough. Like, I let my mob essence thing run overnight, and I hooked up the wheat to the applied energistics. Not enough mob essence. I need way more. Like, a lot, tons more. So I'm thinking soul shards would probably be the best bet for that. Like you can see here, we've got 22 buckets worth. And that's because I manually turned off our enchanter. Like, just disabled it. And we've got a few books, but nothing terribly fancy. No big deal. We do have to organize those books at some point, too. Alright, I'll be back in a minute. Alright, guys, I am back. And there's something I'm considering about making.
Oh.
I just want to demonstrate and see how well this functions. Auto spawner.
Uh-oh. This won't end well, will it?
Absolutely not. Also, I very much appreciate the fact that you can make magma cream with gelatinous slime MDIO. I appreciate that a lot.
Oh, just slime.
Yes.
Exactly. Slimes are one of those items that are just annoyingly hard to find, and your addition of the gelatinous slime is just very helpful there. So, many thanks. 23, 22, 21. That'll do for now. Alright, Soren, you want to come check out this crazy contraption?
Alright.
Sure.
Get some rubber set up.
There's some fun we can have with this one, I think. So, you know what? I thought about it, Soren, and I'm thinking to myself, I want more villagers, and we could set up this whole crazy, you know, villager system of doors, but I never liked that whole, like, there's 100 doors in one spot, and you have to do all this silly stuff to get villagers, right?
Okay.
That's just my personal thing. So I'm like, I wonder if there's a better way to do this. For now, just a little test demonstration, I'm going to clear out a little terrain. You know what I need? I know what I need. I'm going to make something fancy here just because I want to show it off. At the same time, I could use it. I really need more lava. I'll be back in a minute, guys. I'm going to get something cool that I want to show you that I don't think I've shown you yet. Alright guys, so MDIO has changed quite a bit about how things work in Tinker's Construct recently, and I'm going to do an updated mod spotlight. I was just talking to him about it, but I wanted to show you guys how this works. I'm currently making a bunch of aluminum brass, so I'm putting some copper and some aluminum ore together to get some aluminum brass, as you can see. It's 1 copper for 3 aluminum, so that's what I'm doing in here. Actually, I think I put maybe twice as much aluminum as I should have, but that's alright, I'll figure it all out later. For now, you can see I'm just melting down a bunch of aluminum brass. Cool. And I think, I don't know, we'll see what happens. So, no longer can you just put blank casts into a stencil table. The only pattern you can get from that is ingots. Okay, you can note that nothing else works. So, in order to get a cast for things like, you know, whatever you want, you need to go ahead and do it in the smeltery. Now the other thing is you need to have the blank cast. You can no longer just take an ingot and turn it into something. So I cannot take, for example, I can't put like the tool binding pattern and a piece of iron. Note that it's not working. No, that's right, so no more doing that. But I kind of like that change because it means that you get to play with this awesome block here a lot more. Also, by the way, MDIO, I noticed you added a tooltip to the smeltery. You can see how many ingots of what metal are inside the smeltery once they're liquefied. I like that. So, go ahead.
It should tell you how many blocks you have if you have glass or stone in there.
Nice. So yeah, I did have a little bit extra aluminum, but I've got 12 ingots worth of aluminum brass. And 6 ingots worth of aluminum on top of it. So maybe if I, you know, throw a little bit more copper in, like 2 more copper, that ought to give me just straight up aluminum brass. So I'll let that stuff melt. But in the meantime, I'm going to make myself a flint binding. Cool. And I'm going to put this blank castaway in here for now. Oh, blank cast don't fit in the pattern chest. Tough tool rod cast. That's one I definitely need. I also need the shovel head and not regular binding. So that's actually not what I need. Let's put this away. Yeah, a couple blank patterns. Tough tool rod pattern. I need that too. Okay. So I need the probably come over here. I need the tool binding pattern? No, I need the bigger one of those. There we go. Tough binding pattern. Cool. That's what I need to get some flint from. Material costs 3. That's why. There we go. Flint binding pattern. I'll just drop that piece of junk on the ground. So, give us a second more to melt. I like to have everything nice and clean. In the meantime, I'll wait. Yeah, I hear you laughing at me, Soren. I heard that.
As you were supposed to.
Yes, I'm sure. Come on, finish melting. In the meantime, I'm going to make sure that I get myself a flint-based shovel head. So I've got shovel head. I've got the tough tool rod cast. So that's good. And what else do I need? Probably the plate pattern. So Dio, here's a bug report for you that I'm going to do on camera. You probably have already heard this one. If you add one item at a time to the part builder and like you build up to the number of items you need, like the completed product doesn't show up on the right side.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at that right now actually.
Oh, cool. Alright guys, so what you do is you place the flint-based tool, or wood, or kind of any tool. So basically you can't use metal to make items. So if you want to make metal-based items, you need to make them in the smeltery. And again, I'll do a whole mod spotlight on this to show you the details. But you take a flint-based pool, and then you pour the mold around it. And you'll note that now you've got a tough binding cast. That, my good sir, is brilliant. There we go, some of that. So now I've got a cast for a shovel head. Excellent. And what else did I want while I'm here? I wanted the large plate. Nice. That's so cool. Alright, so now that we've got these casts, so what do you... you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to convert my aluminum brass into a block and some ingots. You know what I could really use is another one of these guys. I'm going to make... If I break the... put these away. If I break the multi-block and reform it, I won't lose what's in it, right? Liquid?
Not unless you break the controller.
Okay, cool. So I want a drain and a faucet. So let's get some of that. I want a second drain and a faucet. And I don't have the seared bricks for them. Let's see if I can convert these. Aw. Clay, sand, and gravel.
Aw. Yeah.
Wow, I don't have any clay. Alright guys, let me get a few more pieces of clay. I'm just going to run out in the world and get it. I'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back. I'm working on making this nifty gadget here. So I want a faucet, that's for sure. I want one of them. And I want the drain.
Oops. Ah!
So what you can do is, if you have too much liquid inside your thing, like I do, I've got 13 ingots worth, you can just pour it directly into this basin thing. So I'm going to break this. Put another one of these and one of these, and this should fill up, and it should pour 9 ingots worth of liquid in there, and then it'll form into a solid block. So you can see here, 9, 8, 7, so it's draining the liquid out, filling up.
If you put a hopper under this, it'll pull
Overall
out.
TPS. Ah, who broke the TPS? See, I got a block's worth of aluminum brass, which is probably pretty handy. I'm going to need some more of that stuff later. And for the ingots, well, obviously I can just do 1 ingot at a time over here.
The block thingy, though, you should put a hopper under it.
What, under the thing
Basin.
that makes blocks? The basin?
Yep.
Why is that?
It'll pull out as soon as it's hardened.
Oh, that's cool. And these things, the spouts respond to a redstone signal, right?
Yep.
So you could totally automate this if you wanted to. But I love the Smeltery. I think it's just such a cool mechanic, and I really, really like the fact that you're giving us more reasons to use it and more functionality with it. Like, I like the idea of having to make the cast by making a flint-based tool first and then pouring the molten metal around it. Like, that is just awesome, dude. That's really cool.
The mod isn't done yet. I have quite a few things planned still.
Oh, I know. Alright, so now what I need is to get my tough tool rod cast and my tough binding cast and the shovel head. Now I happen to already have, let's see, the plate. And I have an iron rod, but that's not what I want. So in order to get this, I need a shovel, which is 1, tough binding, that'll give me a 4, and then tool rod, which is 3 more, so that's 7. So I need 7 pieces of metal. So I'm going to let 7 iron ingots melt down, and I'll be back once they're done. Oh, guys, MDio just corrected me on a mistake I was making. You actually need a broad shovel head pattern, not just a normal shovel head pattern. So I'm making a quick one of these. Ooh, now here's a question, MDio. If I've already got molten iron inside my smeltery, can I choose which liquid pours out when I want to make a cast?
Not yet. You could pour it into a tank, and then you can pour it back into one of the drains later.
Oh, okay. So the molten lava I can pour into a tank. How do I do that?
Instead of a casting table or a basin, just put a tank under a faucet.
Oh, like a portable tank?
Any kind of tank.
Portable
glass,
tank you have to put on top, so you need a pipe into it.
Well, drains work with pipes too.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
me try
Before we
this.
tried to put it down.
I want to try it. Alright, so if I want to pour this into here... Oh, that's working. Nice.
One of my plans is to put a filter in the drain, but that's a little ways off.
Cool. I like that, dude. So that held 2,000 millibuckets. So that's probably about 8 ingots worth, or 16 ingots worth, I don't know. Alright, so now that I got that, I can put this thing back, and I'll put the broad excavator head on there, and go. Perfect. Okay. Now how do I get it back in?
Drains work both ways.
Oh, okay. So do I just turn the drain around, like physically?
To be honest, the drain isn't side sensitive except for when you place it.
Put the place on the side, it'll be on the side. Got it.
And what I mean is you can... If the drain is facing sideways, you can pipe into the top of it without a problem.
Oh. Cool.
Okay.
Alright, let me try something. I'm gonna see if this works.
Dying at this point in the game due to lack of food is a horrible thing.
You're always
Alright,
supposed to
guys.
have food.
We're gonna try this out. So it doesn't matter what direction the drain's facing, I can just pump right into it.
Pretty much.
Probably gonna need this thing too.
Yeah, we have a lot of things.
There we go. Nice. That is awesome. Okay.
What's going on?
I'm just having fun, don't mind me. Alright, so I needed a broad shovel head. Go. And here I'll put my shovel head pattern away, I'll put my ingot. I need a tough binding and a material, one of you. I should have enough ingots left for this. Yep, 6. Nice. I also like how it takes longer to pour out like 6 buckets worth instead of 1 bucket. Little details like that just, are cool. Okay. No, I completely agree, MDIO. I think this is the right amount of effort you have to put into to get these awesome tools. Because, honestly, they're really awesome tools.
I was afraid they were a little too awesome when I was making them.
Nope. Not at all. They're perfect. And we love them. I should have like a chest in here or something.
They are fine. Don't worry about it.
No, they really are, because it's not trivial to make them, as it shouldn't be. And it's awesome. I'm just storing some of my stuff, guys. One sec. Alright, that should
A
be
sword
good.
chest?
No, it's not a sword and chest. It's things that belong in that room are going in that room.
Who's to say that none of the stuff I place in the chest doesn't belong?
It's not so much that one of these things is not like the other, it's that none of these things are like each other at all.
Hey man.
When you do that, it's like, I'm not nothing. Alright, so what I should get here then is... Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, MDIO.
You're welcome.
I love it. I love everything about it. And is there like a shift click or something to prevent the tool from doing its magic tricks?
No.
Why not?
That is
Okay.
because I want the tier 1 tools to still be useful with the tier 2
Got
tools.
Well, that makes sense. Okay, no, I like that. That's a good answer. Cool. Oh, you know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of the Thumbcraft tools can do that.
Yep.
If you shift click, it cancels their special ability. Alright guys, so I showed you a really awesome excavator tool. You already saw like the pick one or the hammer, right? I've got a hammer around here somewhere. That does the same thing on stone, basically. I like it. I like everything about it, MDIO. I think that's a really cool mechanic. And with that, guys, we'll be right back. Alright guys, unfortunately, I do believe that with all the fun we had making tools and stuff, I lost track of time, and we're pretty close to wrapping up. So, you're going to have to wait till next episode to see the auto spawner. But just keep in mind, it's going to help me out with some of the things I'd like to do with villager spawning. So, MDIO, again, I'm a huge fan of the excavator. I think it's cool. I'm actually going to expand this pit a little bit, courtesy of the excavator.
Nice.
That was super fast and super cool. I like it. Yeah, that's definitely probably one of my favorite new tools. The Diravator. By the way, I named it the Diravator. I don't know if I mentioned that.
We have so many.
What do you want from me? I wanted it named that. I couldn't think of a good name. I'm not creative, you know this.
I'm aware.
So, with that, guys, I think we need to wrap up the episode. So, hope you enjoyed checking out some of the upgrades to Tinker's Construct. Like I said, there's quite a few really nifty things. I haven't even built half the new tools. Now MDial's working on... What are you working on? Arrows, you said? Sounds ridiculous. What are they going to do? Any spoilers for the YouTube audience on what the arrows are going to do?
No.
He's like, no.
No.
I haven't gotten that far with them. I know I want to freeze things.
Yes.
Yay.
Freezing things is a must.
I'm having fun with this little gateway.
Oh, your door. Have you made progress on it?
I made a stenciled out version so I can work on it with the computer. So, yeah. Basically, orange is the water controller. Purple is the sealer, and then blue is the stairway.
Well, that's cool.
So in order, it would be something like this. Closes the waterway, waits about a second or so, opens that up, and raises the stairs.
Cool.
In reverse order for...
oh, and you're using the computer for it?
I will be.
Nice. I like it. I look forward to seeing it functional. All right. Direwolf20 signing off, episode 32. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and take it easy.